Recently, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released new guidelines on how in-person schooling can resume safely. So joining us from GBMC to talk about these recommendations is pediatrician Dr. Rachel Plotnick. All right, well, thanks for joining us. So the American Academy of Pediatrics agrees with the CDC recommendations, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so what is the latest information about COVID-19 transmission among children?
We know that if we take the proper precautions, that the risk of going back to school is very low. And we know that the risk to kids staying out of school is quite high for their mental and physical health.
So could you tell us what are some of the health risks that are associated with students returning to school? I know a lot of parents concerned about that.
Yes, and the big thing is we're gonna see, colds and flus go around. And so that's why we need the investment of parents to make sure their kids are vaccinated against the flu, that they're taking the proper precautions like masks and physical distancing outside of school as well as in school. And that they're taking care of their health and making sure they're eating healthy and getting enough rest.
And so what kinds of questions should parents be asking to make sure that their schools are handling the reopening the safest way possible?
Well, they should have a plan in place for what happens if there is an outbreak of COVID-19. How are they going to handle that? Making sure they're tracking and monitoring kids when they're sick and what they're sick with. And then also looking closely at what the teachers and staff are doing. Are they wearing masks correctly? Are they physically distancing?
Okay, and so is there anything that staff and students can do to prevent the spread of COVID-19?
Absolutely. Wear a mask and physical distancing are the key things that we can do.
Okay, so you do think that it's possible to open schools safely and successfully?
Absolutely.
All right, well, with schools returning to in-person learning, a whole lot of parents are wondering if it will be safe for their kids to return to participating in sports. Do you have any advice on that?
Well, I know sports are so important for a lot of kids, but some sports are prone to a lot of physical togetherness. That's going to make it hard to do that safely. So when possible, I've been asking parents to try to find a sport or activity that's less risky, that's outside instead of inside, for example, or promotes more individual kind of activities. But I also know for some kids, it's just so critical, and we have to think about risk benefits and just trying to do the best we can with masks and making sure like spectators aren't coming to the events. And if they are, they're physically distancing and they're wearing masks.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Such great information. Appreciate you joining us today, Dr. Plotnick.
Okay. Have a great day.